Summer is the season that quietly works against most men over 40 in ways they never notice. You have seen this happen, maybe in photos of yourself from last August. A man who looks sharp in fall and winter, and then summer arrives and something shifts. The outfit is fine, nothing is obviously wrong, but the photograph does not land the same way. The reason is almost always one of 7 things. And before you assume this is just about clothes, most of these are actually about a habit that creeps in when the weather changes, not a wardrobe. Some you will recognize the moment I name them. The last one is the mistake almost no one talks about, and the one I have made myself. Number 7. Cargo shorts. This one you have heard before. I'm going to give it one fresh angle anyway. For most men over 40, cargo shorts in summer do not signal comfortable. They signal, I gave up on dressing today. That is the visual message, not aging exactly. Surrender. There is a place for them. Hiking, fishing, outdoor work. The mistake is treating them as default summer pants in coffee shops, family dinners, and errands. The cleaner alternative is a tailored cotton or chino short. Flat front, inseam between 7 and 9 inches. Solid neutral, stone, navy, olive, charcoal. Ends just above the knee. You do not need to throw the cargo shorts out. Just stop reaching for them by default. Number 6. Summer is when graphic tees come back out. Band shirts, beach souvenirs, brand logos, slogans from a decade ago that felt relevant then. They were forgivable in winter when they sat under a sweater. In summer, they become the entire outfit. And the problem here is subtle. It is not that graphic tees are wrong. It is that they make a man over 40 look like he has not updated his basics in a decade. Even when the shirt itself is fine. Especially when the shirt itself is fine. The replacement is plain heavyweight cotton tees in neutral summer colors. White, cream, soft gray, sage, terracotta. Heavyweight is important. Cheap, thin summer tees cling to the body unflatteringly and lose shape after a few washes. You do not need many. 5 to 7 solid plain tees will outperform a drawer full of printed ones. And they cost less than what most men spend on the cheap printed alternatives. The character comes from you, not from what is printed on your chest. Number 5. Footwear. Here is the principle most men miss. In winter, your shoes are a small percentage of what people see. In summer, with less fabric covering everything else, your shoes become the most visible piece of your outfit. So the easy defaults, flip-flops in non-beach settings, rubber slides at dinner, Velcro sandals on errands, do more damage than they would in any other season. Not because they age you, because they make the whole outfit feel unfinished. Like you completed everything except the last detail and stopped trying. The replacement is one of 3 categories. Clean leather sandals in brown or tan. Canvas espadrilles in cream or navy. Low-profile canvas sneakers in tonal neutrals. Budget reality. A $40 pair of leather sandals you maintain will look better and last longer than a $100 pair you ignore. Choose better, not more. 1 leather pair, 1 canvas pair covers an entire summer. Number 4. Linen. Linen is the right idea. Most men over 40 wear it wrong, and I have done this myself. The mistake is buying linen in the same size you buy structured cotton. Linen drapes differently, it hangs heavier, it moves more. So if you buy your usual size, you end up in something that billows around your torso and ends the afternoon looking shapeless. Now, there is no universal rule here, and I want to be honest about that. Linen brands fit differently. Body types respond differently. What works on one man's frame might not work on another. But there is a test you can do. Stand in front of a mirror in the linen shirt. Lift your arms slowly. The shirt should move with you. If you can see a foot of empty fabric on either side of your torso when your arms are up, the shirt is too big for you specifically, regardless of what the label says. The fix is sometimes sizing down, or having the shoulders and sides taken in by a tailor, usually a better answer. Linen tailoring is cheap. $15 to $20 for shoulders and sides. A well-fitted linen shirt is one of the most graceful things a man over 40 can wear. A poorly fitted one quietly turns elegant into sloppy. The fabric is rarely the problem. The fit almost always is. Number 3, and I want to be careful with this one. Summer is when men over 40 reach for colors they would not wear in any other season. Bright pastels, coral, salmon, mint green, pastel lavender, the colors that dominate summer collections every year. This is not about pastels being wrong. Some men wear them beautifully. If you have been wearing pastel shirts for years and getting compliments, this section is not for you. But here is what I have observed. For most men after 40, bright, cool pastels tend to drain warmth from the face. The lighter and cooler the color, the more it sits flat against the skin instead of complementing it. The summer colors that tend to work better are deeper and warmer. Terracotta instead of coral, olive instead of mint, navy instead of light blue, deep cream instead of pure white, warm tan instead of pastel beige. Lighter colors still work. White, cream, soft sage are reliable. But the bright, cool pastels every collection pushes? Worth questioning whether they are doing you the favors you think they are. Try one of the warmer alternatives for a week. See if the difference shows up in your photos. While we are here, I am curious which of these so far you would push back on. Which one do you think I have wrong? Tell me in the comments. I read every one. Number 2, and this one I have done myself more than once. Summer is when men over 40 quietly start dressing like they are about to go to the gym, even when there is no gym in the schedule. Basketball shorts on errands, performance polos at dinner, athletic shorts with technical-looking shirts. The I am active uniform that creeps into more situations every time the weather warms up. What does athletic wear actually signal to people who see it? 2 things. Either you just came from working out or the heat made you stop putting in effort. Neither is the impression worth giving when you are not actually working out. The replacement is not formal. It is just considered. Linen or lightweight cotton shirts instead of performance polos. Chino shorts instead of basketball shorts. Tonal neutrals instead of athletic colors. The comfort gap is much smaller than men assume. Natural fabrics in proper fits breathe better than synthetic athletic wear in many summer conditions. Athletic wear has its place when you are actually being athletic. The rest of the time, the temperature does not require you to look like you are about to play pickup basketball. And honestly, this is a lot to keep track of. Cargo shorts, the right tees, the right shoes, the right linen, the right colors, the right alternatives to athletic wear. Let me make this easier. You do not need all of this at once. Pick the 2 that bother you most when you see them in your own photos. Fix those first. And the most important one. Number 1. Most men expect the biggest summer mistake to involve clothing. It does not. The thing aging most men over 40 in summer is not anything they wear. It is what they stop doing to themselves when the temperature rises. Here is the truth about why this happens, and most men do not name it out loud. Summer triggers a quiet permission in men over 40. The heat creates fatigue. The longer days create a vacation mind even when there is no vacation. Maintenance feels harder when it is hot, so it slides without you noticing. The haircut gets postponed because of the humidity. The moisturizer gets skipped. The stubble grows uneven because shaving in summer feels like one extra step. Each small decline is small on its own. Together, they accumulate fast. And because summer is the season when faces are most visible, less clothing, more skin, more harsh sunlight, every small slide shows up more dramatically than it would in any other season. Here is the part that surprised me when I figured it out. The men who look the youngest in summer are not the men with the best summer wardrobes. They are the men who held the same grooming standards in August that they had in February. The clothes are downstream of this. The fix is not complicated and it is not expensive. A haircut every 3 to 4 weeks instead of every 6. Moisturizer with SPF every morning, pennies per day. Lip balm. Trimmed stubble or clean shave, not the in-between scruff that happens when you give up. Sunscreen on the back of the neck. Total time, 5 minutes a day. If the face above the clothes is sun-tired and unkempt, no outfit will save it. If the face is maintained, even a plain linen shirt will look elegant. Summer does not reveal what you are wearing. It reveals what you stopped doing. So those are the 7. Cargo shorts, graphic tees, summer footwear shortcuts, poorly fitted linen, the summer color mistake, defaulting to athletic wear, and the grooming neglect that undoes everything else. Here is what these 7 things have in common, and it took me years to see it. They are not really about summer. They are about the small permissions a man over 40 quietly gives himself when the temperature gives him cover. Permission to skip the haircut. Permission to grab what is on top of the pile. Permission to wear the thing he should have retired 3 years ago because the heat makes him feel like rules do not apply. The temperature is the test, not the cause. What you wear after Labor Day is mostly muscle memory from the rest of the year. What you wear in July is who you actually are when nothing is enforcing the standard. If this gave you something to think about, hit the like button. And if dressing better after 40 actually matters to you, subscribe. I break down the small things that separate men who look composed from men who do not. Thank you for watching. Stay sharp.